What is going on, Adventure Nation? In this episode, we finally start to make our trek home, leaving Cabo San Lucas in our rearview mirror. This is the Motorhome Experiment. We are rolling out of Vagabundos del Mar and Cabo San Lucas. Well, we actually were rolling out yesterday, but then this happened. Many public beaches in Baja had these really cool walkways that you could get wheelchair access right down to the beach. When we came down the East Cape Road the other day, we aired down all the tires to try and smooth the ride out a little bit. And by air down, I mean almost 50%. So we had to pump them back up again before we head out. This is part of the things that you want to think about to make your life a little bit easier on the road. Actually, this doesn't make your life easier. It makes your life difficult, but it makes the ride smoother on that side, and then you air up so you don't have any pressures on this side. It was worth it though. On ours, it's easier if we take the hubcaps off before airing up. Mainly because I don't have the right connectors for my air compressor. Oh yeah, and then I have to take these stupid air sensors off, tire sensors. Now we just sit and wait because these things take a while. These Via Air are something that you should have in your RV, but they do not work quickly. They still work great. This thing. You should have one of these. Then once you make sure your tire sensors are back on, you can throw the hubcap on and you're good to go. All aired up, ready to rock and roll. So, you know, it got late, we got goofing around and we decided to just stay. So, today, and I'm glad we did because we got to meet a few viewers. We had, I think Jim and Jackie stopped by yesterday afternoon and we were just about to leave. And then this morning, we had Rick and Deb stop by. So, it wound up being pretty cool that we got to meet some viewers that actually live here in Cabo.
They're residents here for most of the year. Like the other time of the year, like they go to Montana, Maine, in this case. But for the most part, it's like they're here most of the year.
Yeah. And so that was kind of cool. But now it's getting warm here in Cabo. So Lori says we have to go and leave.
Lori says. We have to start heading north, little by little. So this is as south as we can get right here. So from now on, we're gonna go north.
I've kicked and I've screamed. I've tried everything, folks, but Lori says we have to go. I would stay for longer, but yeah, I agree. We do need to move on and go on to other adventures. We've got a lot more of Baja to see on the way up, because we are going to slow roll on the way up. So we're going to see a lot of the little towns that we didn't see on the way down because we just kind of blasted down.
Yes.
Once you clear that busy traffic in Cabo, it is a beautiful drive up the Pacific coast. Okay, Lori, before we continue, I think we need to explain a little something about Cerritos and Cerrito Beach, because there really wasn't a town there.
It was not. We heard about it a lot. Like, you have to try it. You can swim in that beach. You can
learn to surf.
Surf. It was great for learning. And we thought it was gonna be a bigger town. When we got there, it was not really quite a town.
Yeah.
It was more like just like literally a beach.
It literally is the beach, yeah. So we decided that we didn't want a boondock there, so we just kind of checked it out really quick and then made our exit.
Yes, but this is what we saw.
We parked down there in Pescadero and then decided to drive over here to Cerritos to check a little bit of it out.
To scout it, see if we want to stay here, first of all.
Yeah, so the hotel here is amazing, but we're not staying in the hotel. It doesn't look like there's very many boondocking opportunities here, so we will probably stay in Pescadero and maybe come back in here. I don't know, but check this out. Hacienda Cerritos had absolutely spectacular views of the Pacific and some great views of the surfing as well.
This is what Cerritos is about, surfing.
There are a couple of boondocking opportunities here near Pescadero, but they're for smaller rigs. We could probably make it, but we're gonna stay at the Baja Serena RV park, I think. I don't know. You'll see it's really gonna be tight getting in there. Obviously, they've had some issues here at Baja Serena because the owners come out and watch to make sure your back end doesn't swing around and take out their fence. We're back in Todo Santos. Okay, I think this part needs some explaining as well. I was a mess in this video. I just like shooting.
Just shot random stuff.
Really no rhyme nor reason to it, which is kind of most of the time when we're shooting.
Yeah.
But this really made no rhyme or reason. We actually weren't going to shoot at all because we were just going to Todo Santos to do your recycle. And then we decided to pick up the camera and go down to this little lagoon called La Posta and stuff.
And here's the thing, we were saying in Pescadero that if you're staying close to Todo Santos or Pescadero Cerritos area, I mean, where we stay is literally the only place where you can stay. I mean, there's other campground that shows more closer to the beach, but it's not accessible. It's more like full-time residence. So where we were is the only campground. So we just went for the recycle and we did a few extra stuff. Yeah, so check it out. Once we did the recycling, we did the recycling, we decided to come down and check out an area called the Lagoon. Holy smokes. La Posta. La Posta? Yeah. Check that out. So, we don't know if we can get down there, but there's a little boutique hotel and a bunch of crazy houses here on this tiny little back street that is an absolute wreck. So look at these houses. Look at that house up on the hill over there. This house here. Oh, look at the greenery there.
This, I don't know whose yard this is, but check that out. There's all of these little hidden things in Mexico if you just get down the little back streets. This particular road said no cars, pedestrians only, so absolutely crazy. Oh wow. Jesus. Oh, these places are just nuts. It doesn't say we can't come over. Wow, this area here is obviously underutilized.
I mean, there's gonna be another entrance to this because I know people come to this, but this is what we found.
The frigates cruising around. I don't know what this little bird is down here. You know, once we made it down into La Posta, we realized there wasn't much there. There wasn't really good access, so we decided to check it out from the other side.
Yes.
All right, this doesn't look like a good place that we should be driving, really. But we're gonna go just a little ways down and see what's going on. All right, we drove through that crazy jungle-like area.
I felt in the desert at all.
Yeah, I felt like
so
we were in
weird.
a weird area of Florida, but we're on what we think is the other side of the lagoon now, and we're gonna walk out to the beach and see what we can find.
I think this is where we're supposed to actually access it from the first place,
Of course.
instead of like breaking into private property.
If you were gonna have just a beach day, you could head down into that little area called La Posa.
If you like bird watching,
Yeah,
it's like a lot of actually type of birds that you can only see right there too.
that is true. But we were kind of at that point done with Todo Santos, so we decided to roll over to a different area and check that out. As we were driving out of Todo Santos to head back to Pescadero, we saw a sign that says El Faro. We've seen it a few times, but we saw it, so we decided to hop in here and see what it is.
And now you know what it means.
And El Faro means the lighthouse. So the El Faro Beach Club is actually pretty cool. It is a day beach club and spa. So you can come out, hang out, go to the pool, get some food and stuff. It's 300 pesos.
Yes.
So $15 per person for the day. That includes your towels and all that kind of stuff. You can just come out, relax, hang out at the beach. They've got some tables out, or chairs and hanging swing beds and stuff out near the beach.
They have like little cabanas with day beds, and they have also a hammock. They have lockers, changing rooms, showers, super clean.
Yeah, as I walked in the men's restroom, super clean. They have the shower area, so you can take a shower when you're done. And then after that, or after that, I guess before that, there's a locker area where you can lock your stuff up in the locker. I didn't see whether you got a locker from someone or how that worked, but very cool facility, very super clean. So,
or you can just come and have a drink or have some food. You don't have to pay to use the amenities. You can just have some food and a drink, and that's it.
Yeah, we just kind of hung out, had a drink, and we're the creepy people sitting around the pool watching people swim.
No, we were looking at the ocean, past the people.
Absolutely. Okay, where to next? I think we're going to Punta Lobos, which is right that over there. So we're gonna head over there now. Ready?
Yes.
All right, we made it out here to Hotel San Cristobal. Oh, were you eating? Mm-hmm. Always filling her face. At least on camera, I should say.
He always like picks me, like tells me the right. He doesn't even warn me about recording. He's like, hey, we're gonna record. He's just like, oh, you're eating? This is a camera.
Yeah, you're picking your nose, you're on camera. So Hotel San Cristobal, and this is Punta Lobos. And it's like a little fishing area here. Kind of cool. This is the hotel over here. I don't know if we'll go over there and check the hotel out, but we are gonna walk down here to the beach and see what's down here at the beach.
Like, it's called Punta Lobos because there's a lot of Lobos marinos that are sea lions here, but I don't see them really. Gotta be probably around the point, so you cannot really see them. But this is like very like fishing village. I guess like all the fishermen, they bring here their catch of the day and they sell it to the public. So you want fresh fish, come here.
Cool, let's go check it out. All right, Hotel San Cristobal and Punta Lobos. It's kind of cool, but I couldn't stay at that hotel. I'd go stir crazy in 5 minutes. There's nothing going on out here. It's too peaceful.
Like, you're just coming here to get away from everything and just do beach days and be by the pool.
Now, I will say Todo Santos is only 10 minutes away by Washboardy Dirt Road. You know, so that's not too bad. You can go in there for dinners and things, but
yep.
I'm betting the seafood is really fresh.
Like literally from right here.
Literally, yeah, right here. They just come over and say, hey, what do you got? And then off you go. So that's kind of cool. Remember when we first got to Cabo San Lucas and we were like, a dirt road, I'm not going down there. And now it's like, oh, a dirt road, all the cool stuff is down there.
I know, in the beginning we were like hesitant because of the car and the shape of the road, or you don't know where you're going. It looks sometimes so narrow that goes nowhere. But now we have learned that here in Baja, just look where the cool houses are, the cool hotels are, the cool restaurants are.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we are now heading down a dirt road that was off of kilometer 58. Wow, this is one of the rougher ones we've been on in a while.
Yes.
And
that's why we were thinking about getting a Jeep.
kilometer 58, it's literally right at the kilometer marker 58, just south of Todo Santos. You turn off and it comes down to
a swimmable beach.
A beach. So we're going down to check it out. All right, we're parked down here at the end of the road. There was a sign that looked like it was written by a 12-year-old pirate that said private property, but there was also a big giant sign saying that this road was maintained by Todo Santos. So we don't think the private property thing is very valid. I think they're just trying to keep people out.
From this hidden secret, I guess.
From the hidden secret. So we're gonna wander down here to the beach and see what we find. Yeah, there's another big formal looking sign down here. So yeah, all that private property stuff is a bunch of crap. We were told by our friends, the Johnson family, the Schoolie folks, that this was a great private beach, and I will say that it is super private. It's a little bit kind of hidden down in here. It's in between two mountains. The beach is really shallow.
And
so
it's like a little oasis, as you can see. Like, doesn't feel like you're in the desert. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, very cool. So with the shallow beach, looks like it is probably something you can play in the waves and things like that and get away with that. So that's kind of cool. And it seemed a few people knew about it. We saw past a few people walking in, but yeah, kind of chilly out there today, actually.
It is, and didn't bring any sweater. See, Paul, that's your fault for not helping me. I'm trying to do everything one-handed.
When we went to the place and we got a little burrito, and the burrito wasn't warm, so we decided that, or at least I should say, I decided that on the way down to the beach that we'd heat it up. I need you to hold this hood open. So I heated up our burrito, man. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's it. Nice and warm. Okay, we can close the hood now. She thought I was kidding.
I thought you were kidding.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that little agriculture place had some bean burritos and some...
I know this is not your healthy diet. This was just like literally we were craving everything. So bean and cheese burrito, then strawberries and cream, and fresh baked out of the oven almond croissant.
And that's going to be our dinner. Our kind of somewhat lunch, somewhat dinner.
Day,
we have been healthy for the last few days, so it's time to get unhealthy. After exploring for the afternoon, we got back to camp, and on the way back in, we drove by a bar called the Sugar Shack. How can you not go have a drink at the Sugar Shack?
He just liked the fact that it said dive bar.
And it did say dive bar, so I was like, well, we got to go to a dive bar that's called the Sugar Shack. So that's where we're going to now. It's within walking distance of the campground, which is nice. Look at that, they got a federal police across the road taking care of everyone.
We're not getting pulled over after drinking because we're walking, so.
It's a vicious game of Jenga. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna do this one-handed while recording.
Different body of water. So different over here. I can like move that one for him. So here's when Paul is gonna crush the tower. It's his turn. I think that's on the below the
It's in the
three
fourth.
tier.
1, 2, 3. This is the fourth tier.
No, I think it's 3 plus on we're building.
No.
I see, that's cheating.
Greatest Jenga tower ever.
You can like retrieve right there.
Good boy. Hamburgers. 2 hamburgers. Oh, I'm sorry.
This is it.
One for Vince.
Oh,
This
2
is
hamburgers
it.
to go.
Right. And
There you go.
Winner.
Just because we got to the top 2 tiers, there was no other option.
You never know what to believe around here. Ever.
Bartender Jim claimed to make the freshest margaritas in Baja, and our resident expert Lorena agreed. There you go. So that was our little exploration outside of Todo Santos. We'd been to Todo Santos quite a bit during the time we spent in southern Baja, but we really hadn't explored those little areas surrounding that people told us about.
And what you saw we did literally in a day and a half. I mean, you could do all that in one day. It looks like
Right.
a lot, but everything is so close as well. But yeah, it's like if you're interested in checking it out, it's like we show you a few things to see like what you like to do and just go to those places.
Yeah, so if you like surfing, you can do the Cerritos beach thing. If you just want to hang out, then you can go over there to Playa Las Palmas or even to El Faro. Yeah.
And some drinks.
And then it also gives you a good place to explore Todo Santos from. So
Yeah.
that's all we saw in that area, and that's all you're going to see of this video. This is where we're going to end this one. So if this is your first time here, it would be awesome if you hung out with us a little bit, got to know us, and that means they have to
Subscribe.
hit that subscribe button. It would be equally as cool if you liked the video, and we'll see you again in the next one.
Bye guys. Like the video.
Click the little notifications bell, and that'll ding every time we post a video.
That will notify you.
Let you know what's going on.
$15.
300 pesos correct. 15 correctly. Holy shit.